Hey guys, it is that Panda guy, and I'm here again with another video. And today I kind of wanted to go over the Coco Island event that's coming up next week. And I know I do want to start off this video by saying a lot of regions aren't going to be included. I'm not really sure which regions are going to be included or anything, but you can guess that it'll probably be like some of the new older regions and maybe even some of the more recently opened ones. I'm not really sure. This is going to be kind of a testing process, and that kind of shows in the way that they give you 100% return in your troops, meaning like they're kind of probably trying to gather some data off of this event and make people incentivized into fighting, right? It should be 100% return. I'm not 100% sure because they didn't like say that, but unless their message was really misleading, it should be full return on troops, which is just super interesting, and it just incentivizes everybody to fight. And that is such a great, I feel like that's such a great start, especially if they're trying to nudge us into the RVR scene, right? Because we haven't had region versus region yet, and it's really nice to get this event and kind of make it to where we can battle to our heart's content. So I just wanted to kind of include that before I jumped in. So I want to say that this event goes from the 12th to the 16th, and it is from Monday to Friday. I'm guessing it's going to be at Monday reset. It's going to start, and then at Friday reset it ends. So it's more like 4 days, I feel like. Also, I'm guessing that there's going to be a register process that you go through on maybe like the 10th or the 11th, and you start registering to be kind of put in an alliances league. I'm also not really sure how they're going to pair up alliances. For example, I'm assuming that Prime, Boon, Doom, RPG, NWO, those kind of big alliances are probably going to be put in the same bracket. I'm not really sure what the other three are. I'm assuming they're going to be from different regions because I feel like it would really be unfair and just terrible matchmaking if they would throw two alliances from one region, one alliance from another region in the same map, because it would just make it unfair alliances. And I just feel like that kind of pits one alliance into a kind of odd spot. So just wanted to say that. So I'm assuming it's going to be like region 1 through 8's top alliances, and I'm not really sure how they're going to pair up the alliances under that. It's going to just be interesting to see how this is run. But just jumping into it, to start off, I'm gonna assume since it's like a 1 to 5 day event, or sorry, 4 to 5 day event, the first day is gonna be peaceful maybe, and I can't really consider this completely like Rise of Kingdoms RVR, right? Where they would give you, a day or two or however long you get in the safe zone. You force your way up to the first zone, and then you just keep fighting your way until you make it to the middle of the map. What I'm gonna be guessing is, since it's such a short event, you're gonna have 3 zones. One, your safe zone. Second, your next zone, which you can fight through to make it to the last zone. That, or they're gonna make another zone, which I really don't expect because I feel like it's such a short event, and then you'd only have like that one day to be fighting in the last zone, which I think they should give like a good day, maybe even two, fighting for whatever the last thing is, right? Because you're also gonna be fighting for structures as you go on, because they kind of made that obvious that you get ancient ruin points or whatever for, or sorry, ancient points, coins or whatever, fighting zombies, structures, alliance things. And I kind of want to explain how I'm assuming this is going to work, kind of like Rise of Kingdoms. I mentioned this a lot, that you're going to be going from safe zone into zone 1, and basically you're going to be pit up against a certain alliance depending on which zone you choose, maybe, or maybe you're forced into one specific zone, and you got to just freaking cross your fingers that you're not fighting a monster. For example, if Prime has to go into first zone and we're pit against Boone, that is like so bad, because I mean, if we don't have any allies in that zone, if there's nobody else in the zone to fight with us, there's absolutely no chance of us probably passing through, right? I mean, all we can really do is battle it out against them, drain their troops, and just move on, right? And that would make for terrible content as well. Like, honestly, going into this, my biggest goal is to get a ton of just video footage of zeros, maybe the capture. I want to be in the last zone and be able to get that footage. So I really do hope that we're not pit against like a big alliance like that right off the bat, or if we are, we have them as an ally so we can work together to get through the next zone. I also kind of want to say that when you're going into this event, you're probably going to want to ally up with other regions. It doesn't matter how strong you think your region is, you can't 1v7, you can't 1v5, you can't 1v3. I mean, that's just how it is. You can't 1v3 those big alliances like that, especially if they're kind of comparable in size. One player can't do everything. That one player is going to get dragged down. I don't care if it's a T6 player. I don't care what, right? Like, it is very possible, though, because I do want to mention that when you consider a tier 6 player, they are in a whole different league than a lot of other players. and it's just gonna be brutal. Like, you can imagine there's gonna be a lot of tier 6 players just freaking going ham in this event. And I mean, it's kind of exciting to think about because I'm not sure really how I'm gonna be placed or how I'm gonna be able to fight that, or how I'm gonna, handle it, or how well my defenses are gonna hold. I really do want to take a rally, or I want to get swarmed, just something like that. That'll be really interesting. Sorry, I was kind of sidetracked, but yeah, I do think there are gonna be a lot of events, maybe like a kill event for one day. Maybe they have the kill event ranged across the whole event. They also mentioned there'd be like a ranking system, and I'm guessing that's gonna be off of maybe zombies farm, kill points, all of that added up together. So I'm really assuming that you're going to be ranked with the alliances. So, like, for example, Boone might rank first if they get the most kill points, or they farm the most zombies and get a ton of kill points. Like, I think every player is going to have an impact on how your alliance is ranked within this Coco Island. I think it's just going to be really interesting, and I'm so excited to go fight this because, I mean, we've been so bored for like over a year, closer to 2, I feel like, for some. And it's just, I don't know, it's a really huge event in the step of RVR, and we just really want something different from being sat in our region and being bored. So I think this will just be an interesting event, and to see how they run like the few days of fighting is really cool because I mean, it's like a short event, I feel like, especially if we're going to be building our way through the map and trying to fight other alliances to build towards the middle. So I don't know. I kind of wanted to just touch on that, kind of talk about it, just say what I thought was going to happen, how it's going to be. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys are looking forward to some Coco Island content from yours truly. You guys have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.